I thought you were continuing the bit and just like not gonna say anything. That would have been funny.
Nah.
Silence.
It's infinite silence. What's up?
Yes.
What's up, Rat One Podcast? It's us.
Woo.
First,
We have killed.
You're not famous. Don't name your followers. Hello, Route 1 podcasters.
No, they're Sneebs. We've established this.
well, no, the Sneebs are the Patreon.
Oh, okay.
I thought they were the Stack Attackers.
Well, no, we
changed
changed the Stack Attacker because Stack Attacker isn't real. You should know this by now.
Yeah, it's not in the game anymore. They killed it.
Yeah, it took it out back.
Stack Attack is a concept.
Yes.
Took that back like fucking.
The real Stack Attacker is in our hearts.
Stack Attacker. The Stack Attacker is not real.
He cannot hurt you. Do not be afraid.
Exactly. But yeah, welcome to Route 1 Podcast. Michael is not here. He is a very busy person at the moment. As is everybody, for some reason.
Yeah, it's finals week. Are getting close to it for both of us. If you were curious.
Oh, right, yeah,
So
because he's got his senior show thing that he's doing.
Yeah. Which is very hype. I'm very happy for him. So
He's been doing some great shit. It's pretty awesome. He's been doing all the letterpress stuff that he was talking about last episode.
And I was there.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
true. Oh, because you went. Oh wait, you went to the letterpress, like the live letterpressing thing.
Not to that one, but I went to his thing about it.
Oh,
that's
cool.
sick. I forget that you guys live next to each other.
Yeah.
Not next to each other, but closer than me and anyone else.
He has the opportunity to live with me if he so chooses.
I think he should simply break into your home.
This has always been an option. He's just a coward.
He doesn't. He doesn't see. Oh, didn't we talk about this last step where it was like
I don't know.
if he were not last step, but the app before where it was like if I work. He can work for rent and then pay you back.
Oh yeah, it's it's a conflict of interest for him to live with me.
Yeah.
Because I would just be paying my rent by paying him.
Yeah.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah.
One day I will go to the wonderful place of Chicago. It sounds so awesome. Not really, but I keep seeing the memes of making fun of Ohio have shifted towards Chicago slowly. I don't know how that happened, but it's very silly.
I haven't seen any memes making fun of Chicago.
Really?
No.
I've been seeing a couple. Mostly because they're being sent to Michael, and he will retweet them.
Oh.
So yes, this weekend is a wonderful weekend because my best friend Inteleon is added back into the game.
Yes.
And I love him.
Yes. Slay. Dude, I don't know why. Okay, there was a tweet, I think a couple days ago when it first got announced that it was going to be Inteleon. Galar starters are the worst trio.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, they
pissed
are.
Me off. They're no.
They are though.
I
mean, let's think critically here. All right. So here's why I think they're the worst. And so the reason that the Kanto are not the worst is because they were the first. They set the precedent. They literally cannot be the worst, right?
Well, I also don't think that they're the worst design wise anyway. If we're going off final Evos anyway, Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur are all cool as fuck.
And they're cohesive
agree.
with their whole line.
Yeah.
Never a jump. Feels natural.
Okay, so all right, I feel like this is becoming a tier list. A tier list.
All right.
now.
You know what?
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Let's run through all of them. So Gen 1, we have Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur, right?
Hold on, I'm gonna
Pulling up the tier list?
I'm gonna pull up the tier list, and it's gonna be on the screen.
Yo.
This is a tier list video now, guys.
All right. Guess we're doing it.
So, Pokemon. starter tier list, and we're gonna do final Evers only. We're gonna do final Evers only.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh no, my opinion is bad. I'm realizing.
Final Evers with Gen 9. Does this include for Hisuian guys?
Yeah, we're including Hisuian, but they're their own thing.
All right.
They're peak.
All right, so
TBH.
I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully it won't be bad. All right. Here we go. There we go. What's up? This is a Patreon.
What's up, not Patreoners? This is the sort of thing we would do on Patreon, though.
Yeah, this is like a Patreon video, but not on the Patreon. So
yeah,
welcome back everybody to the
hardly
tier
a
list
podcast
video.
episode.
Yeah. So
I'm cool with it.
So we've got S tier, A tier, yeah. So what were we doing with Blastoise? So we got the 3 Kanto guys.
Well, are we not ranking them by generation? We're ranking
Let's
them
rank them by
trios.
generation.
So look
Keep
up starter trio. Look up starter trio.
Is there a thing for that even?
There is one. I remember because someone made it.
Neat.
Final evolutions.
Legendary trios. What the? All right.
You know what? We'll just do it manually here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we got Kanto. What are we doing?
Kanto is a solid C for me because it's impossible for them to be all that bad. Actually, you know what? B. I think they're B because they're cohesive with everything that comes before them, but even as like a standalone, like just the final thing, it just works. Those are Pokemon. They set the pace for what Pokemon are.
Technically speaking, they should be C tiers because that's like the standard average.
There's no F, so we're just making B average.
Yeah.
B will be average.
The problem here is like I don't think I hate any of the trios.
Yeah, but I think there's an objective blandest. You know, it's like white toast versus like rye. You know.
I suppose. I don't know. I think
actually the bread analogy works really well for Pokemon because no one's gonna say white bread is the best bread. They're gonna say it is bread. That is what it's just bread, right? Yeah. This is the white bread of Pokemon, but it's really hard to rank, you know, wheat compared to pumpernickel because I really like pumpernickel. I like the taste of it, but
okay, we're switching gears. Bread tier list.
Bread tier list. Bread tier list.
You kind of get what I'm saying though. Like it's really hard because there's preferences.
I have reordered the tier list to be a little bit more accurate. So this is like the average. This is the stock standard.
Yeah.
This is stock standard. We're gonna be doing Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise is average. This is another episode where audio listeners will probably want to switch to video.
Yeah, what I will say is that I feel much more strongly about later generations, positively and negatively, compared to earlier generations, because earlier generations just had a long time to simmer.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, Gen 2...
They just kind of blend into other Pokemon for me.
I'm gonna be real. I think Gen 2 is probably
Nah.
Yeah, I think they're about as it gets. They're not bad, but like it's like
they're average at least. Like they're very simple.
I'm gonna be honest.
I like.
I don't think anything reaches average again. I think average is exclusively Kanto.
Yeah.
Where is Typhlosion?
This is Typhlosion tier for
Alligator. For Alligator, there he is.
Yeah. Okay, so I think for starters, at least in the grand scheme, all of them are kind of underwhelming. I like them all, don't get me wrong. Like, these are all cool. Actually,
I'm disagreeing with this list.
If I could like that's what I would do. That's what I would do.
That's literally my thought process, and that's what makes them like
they're all rank them as trios though.
Yeah. That's why they're average to me. Cuz I like Typhlosion and Meganium. I feel like they're such perfect designs. There's nothing really original about Crocodile, but I do still like him.
So
That's not Crocodile. That's
okay.
The reason I think that they're all below average, literally all of them for me are in E. The reason I think that is because Gen 2... All right, so in Gen 1, they made like the starter trio and it set the pace. These are what Pokemon are, right? Mm-hmm. From that point on, that's like the standard. And when I look at Gen 2 starters compared to Gen 1 starters, they have the same vibe as Gen 1, but they look unfinished, if that makes sense. They look bare bones, like there isn't like a deeper thing to them. And that's why I feel a lot stronger about later gens, because right now they're still animals, like in just animals.
I prefer that they're bare bones because, like, look at them, the difference in texture compared to just
These
Gen
look
2
like I could model
Gen
them after clay. Like
exactly.
I don't like
that.
They look toy-like, and I get that like all Pokemon need to be marketable and toy-like, but these ones they look like toys I would find at the dentist.
Because that's when Pokemon started getting popular, and they're like, "Shit, we have to make marketable plushies now."
Yeah,
I think also it's something to say if it is also still early stages, and Gen 2 was rushed.
Yeah.
So, like, because it was stuck in the hells of we wanted to add a new region or something. It was like until like they were having like memory issues until Satoru Iwata came in and helped them, and they had to like rush a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I think I know the best way to describe my feelings about Gen 2. I think they just lack an identity.
I guess
Gen 2 as a game has an identity. Its identity is Gen 2. And the starters lack any real identity to them, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think we'll see an improvement of that.
They're so cool.
Wait, they're not here. Fuck. Hold on.
Who isn't here?
The Hisui guys.
Let's just ignore Hisui. We'll just ignore him for now.
They're great.
Hisui will like in like post or something, and Hisui would like like for Typhlosion specifically, like would fucking I think probably chucks him in up here with at least.
I would throw all three of them in great for Hisui's.
Yeah,
I agree.
They're all great.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, but let's not get off track.
They're
here.
average. Move them up. Move them up.
I think we need to average it if we're gonna average it out. Me and Ash think this for these two and this for that guy, and then you're just thinking that it's air.
Yeah.
I think.
All right. So if I could put them at just barely below average, like if there was a below average,
we'll order it within the tier.
Yeah. So that's accurate. So.
Oh, we can do this.
No, we're keeping them all together. We're just gonna keep them
together. We can't bully for alligator for.
So and also, I'm gonna be honest. For alligator, I do actually put above Typhlosion.
I like for alligator, but I love my little fire mouse too much.
And also, Bayleaf is better than Meganium.
Debatable, but I can see it.
I respect that opinion. I
need Meganium, but the leaf on his head still.
Okay, let's do Gen 3.
All right, so I think we can all agree.
I think Gen 3 combined is peak. But altogether, I am honest, and this is gonna sound like I'm trying to be like not controversial. What's the word? Contrarian.
Contrarian, yeah.
I think that Blaziken brings him down.
I think it's Sceptile that brings him down. I think
Sceptile.
I think
Sceptile just feels so nice. Like he just feels nice.
Sceptile has
That's
the
what I'm
same.
saying about you too.
Sceptile has the same thing with Meganium, where I think that Grovyle is much better. And the only reason why I like Sceptile is because of Grovyle and its Mega Evolution. Without its Mega, Sceptile looks a little awkward. Like I
like Sceptile, like, or when you see it move not in like the games, when you see it move in other mediums, Sceptile, like, it feels the most like a living creature out of the three, in my opinion. Because he'll move on all fours and shit. He's not actually bipedal. That's what I like about him. In other media, they portray him a lot better, which is why he's my favorite out of the three. But Blaziken, I dislike exclusively because he's too angular. He feels he's like he feels like he's trying too hard to be cool.
Well, the point is to make him stand out from the other two, to make him very like. Actually, Sceptile's also pretty angular.
Yeah, and also Blaziken used to be mixed with Latios,
That
So now
design
I
is kind of
can't-
awesome.
Now I can't unsee it, so I feel like Blaziken just also feels weird to me. Like I think collectively Gen 3 is peak design. But I think that like Blaziken specifically would go in average for me.
Like I think when I play a Gen 3 game, having to choose between these three is always hard. Like
Yeah,
always.
no, there's
hard.
no other gen where I go, I don't know which one I want.
Like Johto, like it's always this guy because fire types are hard to come by. But if I'm just like playing for fun, it's these two. I have a little bit of trouble with these three, but I generally go
Gen
with
3's
Venusaur
hard.
just because it's the best one. These three, I have no like genuine just like
Yeah.
what do I want to use?
My first pick was Torchic, and then when it evolved into Blaziken, I remember I didn't like it as much as like Combusken.
That's fucked up.
And then with Sceptile, when I got Sceptile after Grovyle, I went, oh, hell yeah. And when I got when Marshop evolved into Swampert, I went, oh, fuck yeah. That was my first curse. And yeah, so like that's why I like them quite a bit. But I will say I'm a little biased because I did play Gen 3 about 90 times growing up because I couldn't afford a DS.
I mean,
So-
same, but I could afford a DS. I played it on my DS. I had the GBA.
It's just that good of a game. You'll play
Yeah.
it even though the DS is out.
Here's my controversial opinion because I am a couple years younger than both of you and didn't grow up with Gen 3. I do not care for the Gen 3 starters as much as I probably should.
But like Mudkip.
I love Mudkip. I chose Mudkip in Oris. I've always loved him besides the stupid meme. He's adorable. That's my best friend.
I'm glad you
I'm
like
recently
Mudkips.
playing Emerald. I'm being converted. It's a cool game. I really like the environments. I like the Pokemon. I
because-
like the silly plot. They're pretty cool. It could be just that I don't have any emotional attachment to the starters besides Swampert and just really liking how Swampert looks because I love axolotls, but
Swampert
I don't
is.
know.
And can we agree? Can we agree that this is the best of the three? So, like the Swampert line.
I think we can. I think we can agree.
I still put Sceptile and Swampert literally equal to each other.
Okay. Well,
Like
we have
truly equal. Like I cannot put one over the other. I like them both.
I feel
Literally,
so
all right,
bad
do you
for
want to
all
know
the
something?
Blaziken
Do you want to know
fans.
something? I have 2 Pokemon. All right, so I played through Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and then transferred all of them up into Diamond for the first time because I never played Diamond growing up. I got
that's hype.
Diamond and I transferred them up.
Yeah.
I have 2 Swamperts and a Sceptile. I don't have a Blaziken.
Ah.
I
That's
don't
funny.
like them. I don't like them that much.
Something
also-
I do want to do. Oh, sorry, Brady, you go.
I was gonna say, Ash, you probably like your first experience of Hoenn was from RS, right?
Yeah.
That explains it.
Yeah.
Gen
Megas.
3, like on the GBA has like an unmatched like
Vibe.
vibe.
Yeah, I've been playing it. I get it now. Like I never understood why it was such a beloved generation. I figured it was just the nostalgia and that was the age of people who
Yeah.
were like popular on the internet so their voices were louder. But I've started playing it. I really just like the sprite work and the designs
Yeah,
of the areas is so nice. I don't know how to it's the
the
vibe.
sprite work. It's literally the sprite work that carries the game. It doesn't get carried, but like it is what like really like makes it stick in your mind. You never forget the intro sequence on the Game Boy when you see the Torchic chasing after the bike and
Oh
falling
yeah,
over.
it's so cute.
There's a reason why our background is that.
Yeah,
That is
no,
the
that
background
is literally
thing.
that. It is the
I know.
it's the intro.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my first
and also
game
we have a
was Soul Silver.
Zigzagoon. All right,
Yeah.
but that's
my
different.
influence.
Zigzagoon is peak Pokemon, but
It is.
He's a
Gen
little
3
guy.
starters, can we agree at minimum great, at average?
Oh,
it's-
opinion?
Y'all
peak.
put them in peak because I have less experience and I value your opinions more. You're valid.
Markers, handshake. We're
Handshake.
shaking. Yeah.
The only thing I disagree with you about is Blaziken. I think Blaziken does bring the whole thing down, but they're both so good. The other two are both so good, I don't care.
I like
Like,
Blaziken for how stylized he is and he looks like he's wearing big bell-bottom pants. I
I
think
like
it's silly.
Combusken better. Not the peanut. When I found out he was
I was
penis
gonna
shaped,
say Combusken,
when
he
I
looks
found
like a
out he was
penis.
penis shaped, I was like, oh, that's cool, but I still like him.
I actually
He's
love.
silly.
I actually love all them, and this is something that I struggle to say about many other like.
Every stage is a banger.
Yeah, like every stage, like even the middle stages. This is something that I struggle to do with other starters. The middle stage for all of them are bangers.
I agree with that.
I can't say that for Kanto starters. Like, I like Wartortle, I like Ivysaur, I like Charmeleon, but like, I like Bayleaf obviously, and I like
Wartortle specifically
Quilova.
looks weird.
No, I prefer Wartortle over Blastoise.
Oh,
Violence.
I like his fluffy ears and fluffy tail.
Yeah, I guess like the Hermes hat thing.
Yeah,
that's
I hate
kinda
that
cool.
they took it off of him.
Yeah,
in Blastoise.
Ivysaur specifically is a top tier design for a Pokemon.
Yep, and I like him because Smash Bros.
do I? I kind of want to do this.
No, well, no. Like, I think they still like the final evolution. I'll be honest. Ivysaur brings the whole thing. If we're judging by like the whole line, yeah, they'd be great. But if we're judging by only the final, I think they remain average.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But like with these guys, at least like I like Bayleaf. I like Quilova. Croconaw is baby. He's a little baby.
I like Crocodile because he looks like a caveman.
Yeah, he's so goofy looking.
I like
He's
he's little.
ooga booga.
He's like egg belly. I like that. It's
Yeah.
Like, his name Grug.
His name Grug.
Yeah. All right.
Something-
Gen 4?
Something I want to do is play through all of the games with starters that like if I rank them 1 to 3, I want to play through all the games with the starter I like the least.
Yeah, I mean, I tried doing that with all the games. So, like, I played through all the old Pokemon games last year. I think we talked about it a few times in the podcast.
Brady did it too.
And I'm specifically, if there is an opportunity to get a regional form from a future game out of something on my team, I'll go out of my way to play through with that Pokemon. So right now, I'm playing through Heart Gold Soul Silver because I played through Gold and Silver, right? But I didn't play Heart Gold Soul Silver in my initial run. But now I'm playing through Heart Gold Soul Silver, and I went with Cyndaquil. And I also caught a Dunsparce, and I'm not evolving my Cyndaquil, and I'm gonna go get the final thing where you get like the Legend Mark, and then I'm gonna trade it into Legends Arceus and then evolve it.
That's smart. That's sick. I kind of want to do that.
And I want to get a 3-segment Dunsparce from.
Wait, is that possible? Can you do that?
Yep, I'm pretty sure you can. I haven't tried it, but I'm just gonna hope that it is.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
I don't believe in Legends Arceus they literally can't evolve in any way
Like,
into their final form. So yes.
So like, if you take a Cyndaquil, beat Red with it, and then take it off to Legends Arceus, and then evolve it into Hisuian Typhlosion.
Yes, because Typhlosion isn't in the code. It has to evolve into Hisuian.
Oh, dude.
I kind of want to try that with
I'm doing it with all of them.
Dunsparce. I should
doing
steal
it with
that.
I'm doing it with all of like the starters for that got a Hisuian form. I'm literally like I'm playing through the games again,
Like,
and then I'm gonna bring them up. So I need to get a Decidueye.
Hisuian Typhlosion, the living legend, would be so fucking hype.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
that
what
is
I'm going
my that is my goal before
I want to do that.
bank compatibility happens with this. We will me and Brady handshake. It's because I
Handshake.
have a copy of Soul Silver that I opened up to play. I used my Pokewalker the other day.
You have one of those?
Yeah, I have 2.
Give me one. 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 Give me one.
One of them is my siblings because they had Heart Gold when we were kids.
We're off track.
I know
right.
we're off track. It's a podcast.
All right.
But I should
all
do
right.
that. I haven't beaten Red yet, so I can still do that. I'm gonna get
Yes,
the
it is a very good idea. I am very smart.
Yes.
You can. If you beat the Elite Four and then you get like a rematch with Red afterwards.
Yeah.
So you
Noted,
can cycle
noted.
it. You can farm the mark.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gen 4.
I think Gen 4 is as a Gen 4 hater, I think it's great.
I want to put like top of average or like
No, I don't like him. I don't like him.
like okay, so I'm gonna be honest, the only one here that I actually kinda like is Torterra.
I agree.
I think so. I like Torterra, but I also really like Empoleon. And Empoleon is also the only starter to be a world champion before Incineroar came out.
you cut out completely on Discord.
Sorry, Empoleon is the only starter to be a world champion before Incineroar came out.
Oh, true.
Oh, that's cool.
He's got that crown.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
honestly, I think objectively these are all really good designs, and I do think that they're better than Kanto. But I can't put them at like if we had an above average, that's where they go.
More tears. More tears.
More tears.
You know, no, let's just put them at top average. Let's just do that. We're ranking them within.
I think
for Kanto to be average of average, yeah.
I don't mind these two, but also like I don't know, man. I guess I
No,
like
I think
all
top
the
of
base
average
forms.
works. Yeah, just top of average.
Well, well,
They are literally above Kanto, but only barely. Like that
we'll,
is.
we'll compromise for that because you want to put him in great, and I want to put him in.
Well, no,
bad.
I don't actually want to put him in great. Like I said, if I could put him in above average, I could, and this is literally above average.
Yeah.
Above the literal average. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Ash, you fine with this ranking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I didn't play any Gen 4 games until like Gen 6 was coming out. Like I am very behind.
I guess I have this like weird like block in my head because Gen 4 is such like a like cultural cornerstone. Like it's like
Cuz the anime was good. I will say it.
Everybody is like Gen 4 good like all the time, and like being a Gen 4 fan is,
you know me.
It's like people's personality. I know you. I know me now. I used to be one of those people, but then I was shown the light because
Yeah, because you had to play Gen 4 as an adult.
Yeah.
Like I literally had no opinion on Gen 4 until like I played it for the first time like in 2021, and I did it and I went, this game's ass.
yeah, and then like all the memes of like, I'm gonna use a unique team this time, and it's
I'm so
like,
sick of Gen 4 memes.
and then it's like Infernape and Garchomp and Lucario and like it's. And
You're not from Sinnoh if you've never done this before.
I chose Infernape because it's like the only fire type, and it's like, yeah, man, we get it, and that's sort of like that part.
They've
of
run
it,
out
like,
of
fucks with my
jokes.
brain.
Look, Gen 4 fans are the Harry Potter fans of Pokemon. And the way I can explain that is, look, all right, hear me out. Let me explain it. So, Harry Potter fans are in their 20s and 30s right now, insisting that the books are still good. Hunger Games and Divergent fans have no like conception that their book was actually good and that it was nice when they played it. You know, it was nice, or it was nice when we read Hunger Games. I'm not here going Hunger Games. I'm District 11. Meanwhile, the Harry Potter fans like, I'm a Hufflepuff, and I'm like, you're 30. Yeah. So that's what Gen 4 is to Pokemon.
Okay, I get it. You're kind of right, honestly.
Yes, and that's why I want to put it lower because just
No,
out of
it's above average.
but okay, but we're talking
spite,
about
no
Gen
spite,
4
just
in general.
design, and we're talking about design. No game, just design.
Yeah.
well, yeah, no, the design is crippled for me because I hate people that do shit to me. This is how people affect me. They make me hate other things.
Sounds like they're average.
I want to give a quick note. I like Gen 4 for the aesthetics of the region. It's a very nice looking region.
Oh,
It's very
absolutely.
fun to go through. The features are nice. It has too many issues. The fact that I still haven't beaten Platinum after having a copy since I was 13 kind of proves I try my best to
right.
get back into it. And I liked BDSP. BDSP was a good game.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Sinnoh is a
Imagine-
great region. I love the Sinnoh games. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. However, I do not like the people who like this game.
See, no. All right. So, all right. Imagine how much of a menace it would be if you released this onto the internet and everything wasn't average and we go, they're not ranked within the tiers.
So we post that copy once we're done recording, and we post
Yeah,
the
we'll
real
do that
copy
last.
during the episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll,
like when the
episode
we'll
comes
upload
out.
that when it releases. All right. Okay. So we can agree. Just Gen 4, slightly
alright.
above average.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It okay.
My bias is removed. Yeah, it okay. It okay.
It okay.
Yeah. Peter Griffin tries Homer Simpson beer. It all right.
All
okay.
right, Gen 5. All right,
This is where we split. I can
Great.
guarantee you.
This is my. I am the biggest
great.
Gen 5 fan.
Wait, Brady. We're gonna say it on 3. We're gonna say the tier on 3. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I'm going to start.
As
crying and
no,
throwing
listen.
up.
The games would be in peak.
No,
The designs
don't
for the
do this to
starters,
me.
I think, are just But like, if I were to put them anywhere, it would be below Johto, but only barely.
I love Gen 5. Don't get me wrong, and I love these starters. However, if we're ranking
Over
them off for final evolution designs,
Nope.
I love them. I love them. But if you love something, you have to let it go.
Yes. Listen. I love Samurott. It is I played Gen 5 for the first time in 2022.
Really?
Yes, I didn't have the DS.
Oh yeah, true.
So I played it. I went, wow, these games are phenomenal. And for Black and White 1, I chose Superior, and I went, wow, this is a really cool Pokemon, and I love its sprite work, and I think it's really well designed. It feels a little like putting it next to everything else, right?
It feels underwhelming.
Keep in mind, the standard for Pokemon design is actually pretty high when it comes to starters.
Yeah,
I agree.
Next to everything else, it feels like it is the Coke Zero to Diet Coke. Don't tell me that you go out there and you go, I'm craving a Coke Zero. No, buddy, you want that delicious DC. You want that DC instead. Look, everything above it is a DC. We're having a Coke Zero. I guess it works. Emboar, I actually do think is actually quite a good design.
I agree.
And Samurott, I think, is actually a very good design.
Yes.
But collectively, they feel
it hurts to me. Like I realistically like in my heart of hearts, I just want to do this because
Please
I
just
fucking love Gen 5.
Put them in great. Just put them in great.
I love Gen 5. I love Gen 5.
I don't know.
I'm going
Here's the thing. All right, I'm going to spoil something. I don't think we can put these in great next to Gen 6. I don't think we can put them next to Gen 6 in great. I'm going to spoil that.
Because Gen 6 will come in great.
Gen 6 are kind of great.
Okay, here's
sorry, go.
I think that they are equal to Gen 6, in my opinion, because specifically of the Gen 5 sprite work and how cool it makes all of them.
Yeah.
Samurott is sick and how spiky he looks. Superior is always pointing its nose up at you, and he looks like an smug little asshole, and I love Smugleaf, and I love the kind of... I know that's outside of the design, but it's silly. And Emboar is he's just a cool guy. He's just cool. You know, he's just cool. He's a big sumo pig.
Here's my issue with putting them in great.
Ash is flipping me.
Yeah, my issue with putting them in great is because I don't think that they're average, but you can't tell me that looking at every one of these starters, you look at Gen 5 and go, I feel very strongly that these designs, nothing beyond the design, we have to take everything else, is even coming close to Gen 3, and also, will be literally empty. It will literally be empty if we don't put them there.
I know it will be, but please, they're so cool. I look at them. I know.
Okay, you know what? I'll settle for that. We'll
put them there. We'll put them there.
Thank you. All right. Ash likes the starters too much.
Ash
does not want to put anything lower than average.
Okay, I could put specific starters in A tier because I have certain feelings about certain starters designs. Don't be mean to my cat. What the fuck is wrong with you? That is my fucking cat, bro.
Brady did not watch WWE growing up.
Okay, so I will admit I have a bias towards Superior because I have a pet snake, and as a kid, seeing a snake Pokemon made me pop off. I like how all of them... How do I say this? They all have their own vibe. They have such a character to them. All of the Gen 5 starters. I can look at them and I can think about how they are going to act. And I know they're not people. They're just like little animal creature things. But that's why I like them a lot. There's a lot of character in their designs.
Dude,
I'm okay with great. I'll settle for great. I'm going to concede it.
I'll settle for great, but only
because we're putting Johto there.
The only reason why I wanted to put Air is because I'm like so hard trying to separate my bias for Gen 5 from this list. I'm trying to keep it real, trying to keep it accurate. Because I literally just spent $100 on a copy of Pokemon Black just so I could have a Pokemon.
I saw those. I'm so jealous.
Well, you know what? Here's why I'm gonna concede to great, and Ash might have flipped me here. We are gonna. It's half because we are putting something in A, right? And I think if anything deserves to be put in A, it is probably Johto. I think
will
these
concede
are
on that.
great because the more I think about it, this is a game based in New York, and the starter trio's cohesiveness is that they are not from New York. They are. It's a melting pot. We have the Chinese boar, we have the Japanese samurai, and we have a French snake. They all come together, and I like that about them. I think that they're actually really well designed for that.
I just like how it's like...
And they're all royalty. They're literally all royalty.
Yeah.
Like Samurai King, like it's fucking cool. It's cool. I love
is
them.
cool.
Yes.
You know,
We're putting them there. We're putting them there.
Yeah.
Ash-
and
Ashes-
Johto deserves to be put in A because they're not offensive, but also they have no cohesiveness.
That's valid. Typhlosion
only-
carries Johto.
I will let my bias get carried with Gen 5, but I'll let my bias go on Typhlosion because I love this little guy so much.
Yeah.
He's a little guy.
All right. Okay.
I love how he
Gen-
runs.
All right. Gen 6, I got to get this over with because for some reason this is a hot take. I think Gen 6 is great.
It's great.
I think that it's
I
the
agree.
first gen where like everything together just it's all right. So like Gen 5 is the first gen that felt cohesive.
Mm-hmm.
Gen 6, they took like the cohesiveness of that and they were like, "Oh yeah, buddy, we have D&D classes."
Yeah, it's cool. I love
warrior,
Chestnut
the
despite
mage.
everyone who hates them. I love all of them.
Yeah. All right, first of all, Chestnut is just a good design because he
Yes.
is a big chestnut. I don't even know what animal he's supposed to be, but he's
He's
big
like a squirrel
chest-
thing.
Yeah, he's like a squirrel who became a paladin, and his Spiky Shield was like his signature move, and like he pulls the shield out.
Yeah, the
Greninja
animation.
is literally the second well, actually, I think it won like the popularity poll multiple years in a row for the most
Yeah.
popular Pokemon. And Delphox is just a good design. I think it's just a
Yes.
good design.
Yes.
People are weird on the internet about like Delphox is weird and because it doesn't look like Braixen and it's weird.
All right.
It's like
Look, people
no!
are horny for Braixen, which messes me because look, if you're gonna be horny for any Pokemon, at least let it be the adult-looking one, you creep.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's weird.
Exactly. And
So I will
that's-
defiantly shake my Delphox plush in their face and go, "Ooh, the age of consent is 18, and this is a great Pokemon."
I love Delphox a lot. What the fuck? Get the fuck down there.
All right. Okay.
But
all
yeah,
right,
no,
let's-
Gen 6 is like awesome, and that's me, the person who has barely played Gen 6.
Oh,
like,
Gen 6
at
is a
all.
garbage game.
Quick.
I don't think it's garbage. However,
It's
is
very
definitely...
easy.
What?
It's
Sorry.
very easy. Like, as
Yeah,
someone who's nuzlocking it, because I was like, I want an easy nuzlock. It's easy. I will always. I am
Final
so
gym is
sad.
like 3 mons, right?
Huh?
Doesn't the final gym have like 3 mons and they're all
Yeah,
ice types?
it's so I'm thinking of replaying it with the what's it called? The rule of you're only allowed to bring as many Pokemon as the trainers have. Or maybe doing like I had a silly idea of only using like the elemental monkeys, like having
Well,
a 3 Pokemon team. Because
If you want a really
I hate
hard
it.
run for it, just have limited heals.
That could work too, yeah. I don't know, it's Gen 6, again, game has great aesthetic and great design to it. Everything else is kind of, it's alright. I really like Team Flare. And I remember all of the starters getting a lot of hate when they first came out, except for Greninja, of course.
I think they're all great. They are
They're-
all
they're
great.
all awesome.
We're
They have
handshaking all
grown-
around.
Look, they have all grown on me significantly since release. Speaking of things that have grown on, I would imagine literally anyone who has ever played Pokemon. We're all on 3. We're going to say what we think about Gen 7. We're going to say the tier at once. 1, 2, 3. Peak.
Average.
All right. Let me sell you on Gen 7 supremacy.
No.
Okay.
Okay, look. Okay, one
Is
Mockers.
it just Incineroar? Is it literally just Incineroar?
Yeah.
All right, look, Incineroar is a phenomenal design for ways that you could never understand because you're not American.
Sir, one mic Mockers, your mic keeps on like cutting out on Discord for some reason.
I don't know why it does
I don't know
that.
why. It just keeps on doing that.
I
But
don't know why it does that.
I love Decidueye. I love Primarina. I also love the entirety of the Primarina line. Like, I love Poplar. I love, I forget its name all the time.
Brion.
Brion.
Xenoblade Online.
Xenoblade.
Fiora!
I finished
Anyway.
Future Redeemed, by the way. Anyway, yeah, these two are great. Incineroar, I hate Smash Brothers. I hate you. I hate
We're separating biases, Brady.
Yeah, we literally can't include Smash Brothers on this.
It's part of
It's
it, man.
like, Brady is the most biased of us. There have been multiple times in this tier list where he goes, no, because I don't like this that has nothing. He went no because I don't like this that has nothing to do with the thing we're ranking them on.
No, listen, if I could get him to watch Xenoblade after hating Xenoblade because of the fans, we can get him to accept Incineroar is cool.
All right, here. We're gonna sell him on Peak here because Ash and I are both Peak, right? So, literally, Decidueye needs nothing to like explain why it's Peak.
Decidueye is fucking cool, and I love Rowlet,
and I love bow out of his wing. That's so sick.
Yes, and Primarina is just a straight up like good siren design. Like the hair is all messed up, and it's like all right.
It looks like it's floating under the water. Like that's so
and
cool.
It sings. All right, Incineroar is also Peak, and I will not concede on that. The reason Incineroar is Peak is because of its mannerisms within the game. It is literally pretending to be what it is.
Well, it's trying to be a heel, right?
Yeah,
like I know everything about Incineroar.
He's playing a role. In the Pokedex, it tells you Incineroar loves entertaining children. It loves when the kids go in and try to like pull on its hair, and he goes, "Yeah, Rinrinoroar." And then, and also he represents the greatest trope of all time in wrestling, the heel. He is the less racist Vince McMahon. Like he is, yeah. And also, look, just if there is a bipedal Pokemon, this is the only one that like deserves to be bipedal. A lot of Pokemon could be quadrupedal. This is the only cat that I'm okay standing on 2 feet.
To everyone who never evolved their Torracat because they thought Incineroar was ugly, you are so mean.
Yeah. I love Torracat so much, though.
Torracat is very cute.
I love Torracat.
If Incineroar could keep a little bell around his neck, it'd be a little weird, but it'd be accepted.
I like that it's turned into a wrestler belt.
The bell becomes a belt.
Which is honestly badass, and I don't know how you can do the mental gymnastics to make it not Peak. Also, all right, this is the only trash.
They're mid.
I think that they're actually trash. All right,
I like all of them except for Rillaboom.
All right, let me sell you on trash. Let me sell you on trash. You ready for this? Mm-hmm. Okay, I chose Sobble as my starter. All right, all three of like the original like three, they're just animals. Mm-hmm. Like if we're being honest, with like quirks. So like, you know, Grooky like stick, he drum, Cinderace, or not Cinderace, Scorbunny like kicking rocks around and lighting them up. And in Sobble cries. Look, they're like even like the starter, like the original starter designs. I'm forgetting them because they just didn't have a lot going on. The middle evolutions, none of these have a good middle evolution in my opinion. Especially,
no.
I don't care how you feel about Raboot.
No.
He looks like Naruto.
You're lying. You're literally lying. He's full of cap. He has so many hats on his head, and they are all caps.
No, all right, look. All right, at the very least, can we accept that? I can't even remember Rillaboom's second stage.
Thwacky. Because people used him when Rillaboom was banned, and it was really funny.
Can we accept that Thwacky is like not over-designed or under-designed? He just looks unfinished.
Okay. I'm going to...
And yes, an emo Sobble evolution was funny.
I love Drizzile because I like the... Sobble's like a little crybaby. He's got trauma. Yes. There's stuff behind that, and as he grows up, the trauma turns into angst, turns into
and he kills people now. He kills people.
And then he's turned into an assassin.
Now he is a hired gun. Kills people.
Right, it's awesome. Here's why here's why I think that like these all could have been executed better is my issue with them.
That's
Every
true.
one of the Rillaboom is the best design out of these three, and it's a monkey.
No.
We are Inteleon fans. I'm sorry, you cannot stop us.
I am Inteleon's strongest soldier.
I'm Intelleon's second strongest soldier.
We can't count the G-Max for him. G-Max Inteleon was the best design.
It was, and also Inteleon is the best design. I love this lizard. This lizard reminds me of so many things. It reminds me of awesome spy, kill people. Yeah, it's James Bond.
I like
Gex,
what he's got going
Gex,
on.
It slays.
For me, it's trash because all of them could have been better.
Okay.
And like I can't say that. All right, so like I can't look at like Torterra and go, I could have done that better. I can't look at like Blastoise and go, I could have done that better. I'm not even an artist, and like I look at these three and I go like, not me, but someone could have done these guys more justice for what they're meant to be.
Okay.
Yeah. I sorry, you go, Ash, you go.
I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off. I'm
No. I'm cutting you off.
I want to sell Marcos on the middle evolutions because I will 100% say, not 100%, maybe a solid 60% say I prefer the middle stages to the final stages, and this is one of the few cases where that happens. And that is because they're all teenagers. They went with the idea of the middle stage, the awkward middle stage, the adolescence bit, and they went full on. You know, they have both Raboot and Drizzile are like moody and stuff, and Thwacky just
Actually,
like
they're all moody.
yeah, Thwacky's more moody. He's trying to look cool and stuff. I don't like them because to me Rillaboom feels so out of place, like his shape. I get that they were trying to make them all three very different, but Cinderace and Inteleon, like just looking at them tiny like that, their silhouettes feel too similar. They're both just tall and skinny, and Rillaboom's the only like square guy.
That's my issue with it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm judging these like as like a unit, and like as a unit,
They look
I
at
don't think these three, because what is their like thing that's bringing them together?
it's the
We
British.
still argue about what it is. It's British apparently.
It's like
It's just British.
Inteleon is spy movies, Cinderace is footy, and Rillaboom is rock bands.
It's like Rock Band, so like
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, this guy, he is the drummer from
He's
the
Banan Jovi.
Arctic Monkeys is the drummer. That's him.
Yeah.
This is fucking any soccer player. Ronaldinho soccer.
Ronaldinho soccer.
And this is James Bond.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
James
So
Bond.
I'm be honest. You guys can put it there. You're not selling me on
I'm
anything.
putting him here. This is
Oh,
where I
don't
want-
you
No,
dare put him
them
at
in
average.
Put them in Marcus
Don't
is
you
saying
dare
I
put
love it.
no.
I love
no,
Inteleon
He gets
way
up
too
here.
much.
Not
Inteleon
a
goes
single
up
one
there.
of them. Not a
Yeah.
single one of them deserves to be any higher than like eh.
You're wrong for Inteleon.
Honestly, for me, this is the trio.
I
Look,
agree.
as
This is
someone
how I
as
would rank
someone
them
who like
individually.
was a like apologist for all of these designs for a full year, like for like 2 years, I'm like, oh yeah, these aren't bad. These aren't bad. As soon as I saw the Gen 9 starters, I went back and looked at Gen 8 and I went, what the fuck was going on? Look at these guys right here.
This is valid.
Yeah, I think right there. So, all right, let me explain look, I'm brown. Obviously, I have a little bit of a bias here. Let me explain just why all three of these designs are phenomenal. First of all, Meowscarada is a magician. There is I would assume, I don't know very much, a long-standing tradition within Spain of magic. I would imagine that's why they went with the magician, but it's just a performer. All
He's
three of
just
these
a
guys
cool
are performers,
performer
right?
magician guy
And
with the
it's-
cool mask.
Yeah, and it's sleek and it's like meant to be cool and yeah, whatever. I feel the least strong about Meowscarada, but I still think it deserves to be up here. It's basically my other Blaziken. Quaquaval is
awesome.
all right, this is a little fucked up, but like the other two are technically colonies of Spain that eventually got their independence. So like places influenced by Spain through colonization.
Yeah.
So like that's a thing. Bad thing, but also it's the reality, and this is why they were included in the starter trio. All right, so Quaquaval is a Brazilian samba dancer, and it does samba, and also Brazil is the home of capoeira, and it does capoeira kicks just like Hitmontop. It is the actual capoeira Pokemon.
It's so cool.
It has so much flair to it. It is literally the most lively Pokemon we have ever seen, and its idle animation is the best. It could not have been done in 2D. If they tried it, it'd be a little awkward.
Yeah.
It wouldn't come off across. It is, I would say this is the definitive 3D Pokemon. And people hated on Skeledirge, but Skeledirge has literally the most...
He's so hype.
borders. It borders on over-designed, but never crosses that threshold. It literally, its face is a runway for the bird that sits on its nose. The bird is based off of a misconception that birds and alligators have a symbiotic relationship. They don't actually. The alligator will sometimes eat the bird. And the bird will like eat bugs off the alligator and like clean its teeth
but
out.
that's like a thing.
He's also a mariachi singer, and he's singing a dirge, a song
Yes.
for someone who is getting buried. And he has like cool hair, and his
little
scales,
tuxedo.
He looks like he's wearing a tuxedo, and also he's flat.
Yes.
Flat Fuck Friday.
Flat Fuck
It is
Friday!
literally- We finally got Flat Fuck Friday.
We are recording on Flat Fuck Friday. This is so awesome.
Yeah. So Skeledirge is possibly my favorite Pokemon of all time. It is crawling up there on all fours.
Shout out to fire ghost types. Gotta be one of my favorite genders, for real.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, the only thing that upsets me is that Skeledirge would have been top tier VGC mon if we didn't get like a million other amazing ghost types.
Yeah, I will say I am thinking about using it in VGC again just because Unaware is good. Another quick note I want to say for loving Quaquaval is the way that they animated his feathers, like the peacock feather parts.
Oh, when he attacks?
And how they like not only like wiggle around as he moves, but when he attacks, how they spin around him in like a disc. That's so cool.
That's
Yeah,
really
he,
cool.
he has some of the
It's
best.
just
All three
cool.
of these guys have some of the best animations in the game. Meowscarada, I guess. But everyone else, some of the best animations in the game.
No, I love Meowscarada's little snap as he crits you
Yeah.
to death.
I think
What a silly guy.
of the three, Meowscarada is definitely my favorite, and then it's like Quaquaval and then Skeledirge, but I all love them. Like, it's hard to choose. It is like another like hard to choose one. Which one do I want to use?
Yeah.
I think for me,
I will always choose Skeledirge going back and playing through the games just because of how much I like Skeledirge. But when I was trying to replay the game, I did have trouble choosing between Quaquaval and Meowscarada. I did actually have to think.
Another thing I will say, their middle stages are fantastic as well. I love them all. I love
Oh, yeah.
I love the little
cool,
sombrero hat. I love the little yo-yo. I love that Quaquaval is a ballerina dancer. It's just, he's so cute.
I love that. I love that you can just take a look at Skeledirge's middle evolution and put like the caption "Buenos Dias" and everyone knows that's the funniest shit ever.
Because he's got a sombrero and the
He's
egg
goofy.
hatches.
He's
and it's
goofy
off to
as
the
fuck.
motif of the bird sitting on the sombrero when they're napping. Like, that's,
Yeah.
oh, it's
Where'd
so
the egg
smart.
come from? Where did the egg come from though?
I don't know.
I'd like to imagine like Coco evolve when Moltres like takes a shit on its head.
It's some kind of like death and rebirth metaphor, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's cute. I will never forgive the people who tried to get me to
Florgato.
name him Huevos. I will not name him Huevos.
Florgato is also just Puss in Boots, which is really cool.
yeah.
The worst middle stage is Quaxwell, and that's because he's just a guy.
But he's
He's
a
a
little
guy.
ballerina dancer. He's so
But
cute.
we also like that little guy. That little guy's awesome.
Like he's cool, right? But I Quaxwell. All right, so like I like Quaxwell because he's taking it a little too seriously, but I like Quaquaval because he doesn't take it seriously at all. He's just having fun.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
well
he just-
it's the idea of the middle awkward stage. He's learning how to dance. That's what it is.
And Skeledirge's
he's
story
finding
is he's
himself.
learning to become he's learning to
Yes,
become flat.
he's learning how to be a great father.
He's learning to become flat.
He's working on it. He's slowly becoming four-legged.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh man, my head's getting a little heavy. Let me just." By the way, did my mic stop cutting out when I changed that setting?
It's cutting
cut
out
out
a
in a
little more, actually.
Yeah.
Really? I turned off noise suppression. What the hell?
Yeah. I want to move these down to great. Honestly.
Which ones?
Alola.
Oh no, I think
No.
that all three of these. I think the three gens that are objectively peak are Gen 9, Gen 3, and oh my god, 369. I can't wait for Gen 12. Oh, let's see other patterns. Gen 2, Gen 8.
Personally,
Nah.
I would swap Gen 3 and 6, but that's my bias.
I think that this is correct.
This is pretty correct overall. For
I really
between
wanna put
the
these
three of
down to
us.
Great. Yeah. Okay. I'm fine.
I'm
with
sorry,
this.
Brady. We have to sacrifice our lizard friend.
I'm just like looking at these two together, and it's like I don't know. This just like, ooh, I love these guys, and these guys are like, all right.
It all right.
Yes, perfect.
Not the best one. That's going a bit too far, but yeah.
The real truth is that anything that's a reptile or an amphibian is just peak. That's what we've discovered.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't think we're gonna top that. That should probably be the end of it.
I think
Yes.
that is the end of the tier list. Tell us what you think in the
Oh
comments.
my god, it's been a whole episode.
I will definitely.
It takes an hour to rank these things.
Yeah, this was not intended to be a thing. Like, I put the topic of I am Inteleon's strongest warrior in the topics chat, because I love Inteleon.
Because the only other thing in the topics chat is Michael is Terrakion the way he wants to be beat up.
and Michael isn't here, so tier list.
Oh, woo! I like Glamora. Glamora is mid, but I like her.
I'm gonna be honest. If there was a time to make a tier list, it was the episode when Michael was not here. 4 people could not make a tier list in an hour.
Oh God, yeah, that's a good point.
And we all know Michael would like bust out the actually Meganium's the sexiest Pokemon when we're talking about Gen 6. Like he'll just have that realization.
Oh God.
I suppose they were the worst trio. In my heart of hearts, it's actually Gen 2.
They're in my brain. They're like pretty average.
It feels
they're having a mid off.
They're having a mid off.
It feels. I feel bad because I don't dislike any of them.
Dude, I can go viral right now if I just tweet a picture of like the Gen 2 starters and the Gen 8 starters and just go and just tweet it out with the caption, "They're having a mid off."
Do it, but you can't beat my Palisand tweet that I stole from you.
Wait, what are we gonna put that on? What are we gonna put on the route one?
Oh, just put them all in average, but like also say, by the way, they're not ranked within tiers.
Well, yeah, save the default, save the correct version.
Yeah.
And then we make a fucked up version.
Yeah, a dark and fucked up tier list.
Actually, I should probably just save and download image. There we go. And then, we're just gonna chuck them all in.
Yeah, put them all in average, and then just put in caption not ranked within tiers.
There we go.
Oh God.
This is. All right.
Put Inteleon in peak though.
The starters are literally having a mid off.
Yes. We'll put Inteleon in peak.
No, but like the joke is that they all are just whatever.
Yes, but we need to have one that's like better than the other ones.
No, it will like, all right, so like if you do that, people will think that like, oh, it's a joke. This will spark fury. This one will spark fury in people.
Oh my God.
Right. Well,
these are all in gen order too, right? Yeah. They're just in gen order.
Hold on, we're gonna do water, fire, grass, each of them. Yeah.
Make it all nice and pretty.
Yeah, okay. We'll get this one. There we go. And that is the end of the podcast.
Goodbye, everybody.
Wait,
we're not
leave your starter opinions in the comments, please.
We need to read off the Patreon markers.
We're not going to read off.
I have a comment question. What is the starter that other people don't like that you really like, or something that we didn't like and that you actually really like? Because I want to understand. I want to know. I want to learn. Education.
Just going to throw in a hot take at the end of this podcast episode because I watched 3 Pokemon Smash or Pass tier lists videos because when you watch the Alpha Rad one, all of the other ones show up as the recommended.
Wonderful.
Yeah. My hot take is I would not smash any of them actually.
No, that's you're just right.
Not even ironically.
Yeah.
Not like I get some people like haha Gardevoir and I look at that and I go that isn't a human.
Yeah, no. She's like an alien.
That is the closest to a human, and it's still like kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're all not strange.
What about Ditto?
This was the episode not to record with Michael.
Is Ditto smart enough to consent?
Ditto is an animal, and thus you should not.
Yes. Then yes. Marcos is
Don't
right.
me. It's an animal.
But it turns into people.
He was made in a lab. Okay, yes, but he can look like a person, but not know the concept of consent. That's just mean.
Yeah.
That's true.
Look, if Mewtwo could learn Transform, that might be acceptable because he's smarter than you.
You never look at a girl built like Mewtwo and go, "Damn."
Have you ever seen the picture of the guy built like Banjo-Kazooie?
As a guy?
Built like Banjo-Kazooie. Or not Banjo-Kazooie, what's his name? Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. I don't think I have, but I can imagine it in my brain.
It's like a triangle.
It's just like it's a it's just like a torso, but there's like a face on the top of it.
Oh my god.
Because that's what Crash Bandicoot looks like.
Here.
Ain't
Also,
gonna
I
put
hope
it in
you're
chat.
still
I'm
not
gonna put it in.
screen
I'm gonna
sharing,
put it in
Brady.
chat. He is screen sharing.
No.
Oh, well, he is screen sharing. Is it on
Not
the...
on. No, it isn't.
Okay,
Here you
good,
go. That
because
guy's
you're
built-
just showing everyone's email.
Yeah, I'm showing the picture of Crash Bandicoot in chat.
Okay, let me see this.
Yeah, he's got like the small legs. Yeah.
He's built like Crash Bandicoot.
That's kind of awesome. Imagine
yeah,
how many boxes he could break.
he would spin. He would spin, and it would go.
We need to deep fake this guy into a game.
Oh, this is bullying.
All right, thank you for watching, everybody. But especially thank you. I've never read this off. But especially thank you to Crazy Carlton, Trev, Chalda. I met that guy.
Yo.
Ellie Nolan, Ken Mako, Plumber, Jeremy, Todra, Dakota.
No, that's it. They have to pay for a shout out.
Wow.
Dakota and the Jokester. This is your one. Free. He's gonna kill me.
Oh god.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right, goodbye, everyone. Thank you for
Thank you.
watching.
Bye-bye.